Hey everyone, we're here on State Street in New Haven, and this is not so much a construction update, but a special traffic update. So today is Monday, September 22nd, and overnight tonight into Tuesday, we're going to have a big event taking place. So those who have been following the project know that the major component of the project is putting two-way traffic with one lane in each direction over on the west side of State Street and making the east side of State Street a new pedestrian and bike greenway. Now, in order for the contractor to actually build the stuff over here, they need to get the cars out of here. So overnight, the westbound side will be striped for two-way traffic and the northbound lanes are going to close entirely forever. So let's go check out some of the traffic control items that have been installed leading up to this event tonight. Over here at the intersection of State and Grove, you see all these bagged traffic signals above the road. Those are the temporary signals that have been installed over the last few weeks. So one thing about shifting traffic to this side is the existing signals over there, over the northbound lanes, are not going to be visible when the northbound lane is here. So all these temporary signals have been installed. They're going to be over where the new lanes will be, and the old traffic signals will be disconnected and these new ones turned on for tomorrow morning. Another thing that will happen tonight is these two southbound lanes will have the white dashes eradicated and a new double yellow center line striped down the middle to establish those two directions of travel on one side of State Street. And over here at Court Street, we have some more temporary signals. There's one bagged up there. Once these lanes kind of get shifted over this way, then we have these facing the new northbound direction to replace that mast arm over there. So a unique thing that will happen is instead of people coming out of Court Street and turning up those lanes, they're going to be cones and barriers, and they're going to turn and go. It's going to feel like going the wrong way, but that will be striped for two-way traffic. And finally, around the Chapel Street and Pitkin Tunnel area, some more temporary signals are up and ready to be activated tonight. And now let's check back in tonight as the process is unfolding. All right, everyone, we're back here on State Street. It's about 10:30 p.m. We've got all our crews out here. We've got the general contractor moving around cones and barriers. We've got the line striping crew down there currently removing the old markings and prep to install the new center line and other lane markings. And we've got our signal techs out here currently switching over from the existing signals onto the temporary signals. So those are the new northbound signals here at Grove Street. There's some temporary ones there as well, and we got that old mast arm in the distance. The existing signals have now been turned off and bagged. Got a lot of crews out here. State Street southbound is currently shut down. People are detouring. Not a problem. Pretty light traffic here during the night. A lot of work going on. This street is going to be transformed come morning. Now I'm standing here between Elm Street and Grand Ave and Court Street. We've got the line striping crew down there currently eradicating the old markings. You can see some of the white dash lines have been removed here. And these white marks are the layout marks for where the new striping is going to go. So basically we're going to have our shoulder line with work area for the crew over there. This mark is going to be our double yellow center line, and so we'll have one lane going this way, one lane coming this way, at least in this block by WT&H. Down there, as you get closer to the Pitkin Tunnel and Chapel Street, we'll have some more lanes open up. That's a pretty heavy traffic area. But pretty much just one lane in each direction. Currently walking in the southbound lanes. They are shut down right now, just overnight for work. Northbound is still open. Any cars in those northbound lanes are some of the last cars to ever drive in those lanes before they get completely torn up later this week and next week. Over here we've got our signal crew working on the signal at Elm Street and Grand Avenue. They had installed most of the temporary signals and bagged them earlier in the week, but now that one on the far right has been unbagged, waiting to be activated. The one they're working on right now was originally facing us. They just had to turn it around. They're going to activate it over there for the new northbound lanes. All right, so these crews are going to keep working throughout the night, and we'll check back in tomorrow morning where State Street will have a new configuration. Good morning, everyone. It's about 5:30 a.m. on Tuesday. We're here looking southbound along State Street towards Grove Street. You can see that we've got some new work to check out. So over here on the former southbound side, we've got our new double yellow center line with our new northbound lane coming up, going around that median that was constructed in phase 1. So that's how it's going to look in the final condition. And those northbound lanes are going to be closed as soon as the police get out of there and all the work is confirmed to be done for this overnight work. The new traffic pattern has been in place for most of the day so far. Things seem to be going relatively well. Obviously, there was a little bit of confusion with some of the very first drivers to go through the pattern this morning, but things seem to be doing okay now. We have some flaggers out here, some officers, some additional signage. This is pretty much what the final lanes will look like when the project is done next year. Some intersections will have additional turning lanes, and there'll be some more space just to give some more room for the crew to work. Right now the lanes are kind of squished over to that side. But this is pretty much what the final condition will sort of look like. Cars over here, pedestrians and bikes over here. So thanks for tagging along. The crews overnight did a great job turning over this street. We'll see you in the next update.